It started in April. A pod of orca having a good old munch on a yacht in the Strait of Gibraltar.
We lost both ruders.
By May, the story was everywhere because orca on boat action seemed to be on the rise.
We have we are having one incident every day. In average, okay, there are days that we have 2 or 3.
In fact, reported incidents between orca and boats jumped from 52 in 2020 to over 200 last year. They've already sunk 3 small boats since 2020, but no injuries have been reported. What really got newsrooms excited was the suggestion these might be orchestrated revenge attacks.
They seem to be learning this aggressive behaviour from one whale in particular, and her name is Gladys.
So it's likely that White Gladys had this traumatic experience, learned from it, and she's looking at these boats as the enemy.
So less Free Willy and more Jaws vibes. There are other, less sensational theories.
This is more of a fad, so a behaviour that one individual or a few individuals have picked up on, and maybe from a playful and inquisitive nature, that's rolled on since then.
One thing we do know, though, if the belugas turn on us, we're in trouble.
Well, let's find out what the local experts think. Dr. Regina Isart joins us now. Regina, what's your theory?
Well, it looks to me that's a learned behavior. And, you know, monkey see, monkey do. I guess whale see, whale do. You know, elephants are known to be very intelligent. Killer whales weigh about the same, and they've got a kilogram more brain, at least, than an elephant. So that tells you something. So basically, they are probably the second most intelligent form of life on Earth, just as a wild guess. And, you know, they teach their young, they teach each other, and they are capable of learning things. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody started messing with boats and then the other killer whales thought, let's try that.
This group really does seem to be organising themselves, which is fascinating. Are they that clever, I guess? They really are.
Well, there's 2 levels to that. So for starters, if you think about group cohesion, first of all, you need a species that's very, very social, which they are, tick. And then also they're very, very intelligent, and they have very strong family bonds and group bonds. So that all seems quite plausible.
What about this theory that it might be revenge on humans in some ways?
Well, I mean, you can't rule that out. It's very hard to prove a negative. But I think it's also equally plausible that they're doing this for fun.
If you did find yourself either on a boat with a lot of orca around or in the water and one happens upon you, what should you do?
Well, for starters, the question is, where are you? So are you in the Mediterranean? You probably shouldn't be there. If it's around New Zealand, you're probably just fine. You should just keep calm and take lots of videos.
I think I'm being set up here, but someone told me that orcas go through fads of behaviour, and one of them was wearing salmon as a hat. Have you heard of that, and could that be what we're seeing here?
Well, I have no scientific opinion on that, but if you ask me personally, I would not be surprised. They're definitely smart enough to have fads. They play.
So you're confirming that you, an orca expert, have never heard Jeremy's theory that for a little while killer whales used to enjoy wearing salmon as hats.
Well, I can't possibly reveal my ignorance in my field of research.
Well, Regina, it's been a great interview for you and a terrible interview for Jeremy. Pretty much a perfect outcome. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
I do also want to be a little bit careful of sensationalized headlines, because the last thing we want to do is, you know, not encourage people to go in and enjoy the ocean. But I also want to say I feel like Orca have done a great job about ditching the killer whale name, so I want to be sure that we're moving the needle forward and not slandering them anymore.
They never attack humans.
No, they haven't. None reported.
I think they need consequences, Kim. They need to learn their consequences for biting the rudder off my boat.
Yeah.
You know?
If we got one of them, they're intelligent enough to spread the word.
They'll tell everyone else, yeah.
Soon they'll all be wearing hats.
They'll all be wearing salmon
what was that all about?
Jeremy.
It's a thing I heard. Someone will back me up. Come on, New Zealand.
No one's going to do it.